All right, hello and welcome. We are matching into a round right now against JT. This is round 2 of Mechabellum, the auto battler real-time strategy. Can you say that? Because it's like turn-based auto battler strategy, but you're using units from like real-time strategy games, which I think is just so cool. Every round, get an extra 100 supply every round, but reduce attack and HP. Start with the level 3 marksman. That's really strong. 200 supply in the first round. I mean, the advanced level 3 marksman's worth 200. Mustang and marksman. I think this is good, actually. It's just missing a little bit of... wow, look at the number of marksmen. Holy... What we're missing, though, unfortunately, is something to control the enemy's, like, mob units. So, let's do sniper teams, 2 and 2. And let's go ahead. Can we unlock the arc light? The arc light has a cannon that does some nice little pew-pews that blow up. And I'm just going to start off very centered on my own towers here. I think this works out in general. Like, how fast are you guys? You guys are really fast. Okay, I'm going to put these guys further back so that in the future, the enemy doesn't have the ability to... You know what, I'm even going to put them in the back corners. So that way, in the future, the enemy doesn't have an ability to deploy behind my lines and, like, mess me up, because I already have a multi-purpose unit there ready to go. And on this very first round, hopefully any of their quick units will run into these guys, like, first. But they ended up spawning pretty far back as well. They did get long-range Stormcallers. That could be good against my marksman build, for sure. But look, they're shooting at my fast units right now, so the timing worked out pretty well. Can we take out these tanks fast enough? It looks like it. I thought they had little mech dudes, but I guess not. Either way, our freaking level 3 marksman is tanking missile after missile, but he don't care. If they had additional range, we would have, like, no problem at all here. I think range is just, like, so massive on the marksman. It is pretty incredible. Now, they could try and bum rush my units, so I really like to have some bum rushing units of my own. I'm really a fan of these, I can't show you the units right now, but they're like drillers, basically. They're basically Zerglings from StarCraft, if you know what I'm talking about, so... Look at that, we survived with like 1 health. Screw it, JT. Our unit... Mass-produce wasps? I mean, I do love that kind of stuff. We could also go with mass-produce sledgehammers. Portable shield, though. Like, that is like a good long-term ability. And then we're not locked into going for these units. Because right now, that's not what I was thinking in terms of high-value units. I think that the crawler, despite being like the lowest tech unit you can get, is actually going to be insanely useful. Wait, what is this though? Sorry. Oh, he does have an arc light on the flat. Oh, never mind. I was trying to get at these guys with... I made a mistake. Okay, oopsie. So we're just going to be sending some waves of chaff though, and that should have the effect that those initial missile volleys get sent into a different direction. We can also upgrade this marksman because he got enough kills in the last round. Okay, I'm actually going to center you guys a little bit more. And I'm not going to spend any money. I could call in more money. I could get more health permanently. Destroy designated squad. No, I don't want that. So he is launching a missile. He's going for short-term wins. Fair enough. He is going to win this round after destroying that many of my units. There's just no if, ands, or about it. And our crawler guys are pretty much completely countered by the airplanes. But again, they were just supposed to distract that first volley of missiles, and even that I kind of mistimed, if I'm honest, because the Mustang boys, they arrived like after the fact, which is not what I was hoping for. And boom, boom. And then we would have lost this side too. So even if we had won that side, it was not looking good for us. Amplifying core, pretty cool. This goes with like, well, ooh, attack is increased by 40%. And ooh, speed could be cool. It's free. How much money do I have? 700. I kind of wish I had gone for the mass-produced wasps, but that's fine. Let's go ahead. I'm actually going to put those on some of the Mustangs. Where is it? You. So not portable shield. You go on here. You guys are now fast. And maybe I'm just going to try and get some more. No, Mustangs are not a good counter right now in this situation. Let's look at getting into some wasps. I just didn't want mass-produced wasps, but this seems good to me. They don't really have a counter for them right now. So we're going to put them on our flanks. Because everything they have basically shoots at the ground. And we're going to get ground attack on our wasps. And that should be enough to deal with them. They did deploy these big shield generators, actually. So that's pretty good. Again, though, they have nothing to counter flying units, right? So they should pretty much just lose this round because. And if these shields get popped, then they're out. Like, they're basically a one-time purchase. So if they don't win this round after purchasing 2 shields, that's 200 supply that they spent on stuff that they're not going to get in the future. And you can see, like, woohoo, wasps. Pretty good. Ground attack focused because the enemy is basically all ground units. I want to keep aerial supremacy. Missile device. Sledgehammer. I don't really like any of these. I'll do the smoke screen because it lasts 2 rounds. Interesting. You guys already leveled up. That's kind of phenomenal. You guys leveled up. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do 2 more. Yeah, 2 more sets of wasps, I think. Because this will keep the enemy on their toes. I might deploy these ones. I don't really like deploying behind the lines. You guys can go here, and you guys can go here. And that just gives us a big, broad front line. And we'll get some additional 15% health for all our units. Seems good. There is a smoke screen. We could put it down. I want to see where their anti-aircraft units go. Looks like they got Phenai. Looks like they got 3 Phenai. That's going to be a little bit nasty. Though hopefully I can swarm them. Does smoke screen affect aerial units? Are they putting them behind? Yeah, okay. See, this is why I got the Mustangs back here. I can actually do an aerial specialization. So 75%. Look, they have to zoom in because it's their first time. So this is pretty cool. They tried to go for a big flank. They can move where these units are in the future, but this is specifically why I put those guys in the back corner, so that whatever they spawn to flank me in the future could be dealt with. This is scary because my Phoenix were busy, my Wasp rather, were busy taking out those guys in the back line, but this is going to put us in a fantastic position. We have a lot of air, and we learned in the last battle that a lot of air can be pretty freaking strong. I probably do want the extended range on my boys as well. I'm not really going into the big units, and maybe I should be. Senior Defense Specialist. More health for all of my units. Phoenix range by 20, decreases attack by 20. I actually think this is almost worthwhile, right? Increased range, but less damage. No, I'm going to go with the senior defense specialist. An upgrade on you costs like 500. But I could, and that is a tech upgrade specifically. I don't think that they're going to keep deploying these units back here. They will get a jump drive technology, which allows them to move where they are. So for now, I'm going to do this. During the first deployment of every round. Yeah. Again, I could get the upgraded range. But just buying a couple of upgrades might be nice as well. 40 more attack range on the marksman, though. That's hard to say no to. So we'll get some upgrades. I should have given you guys the anti-air specialty. I talked about doing that. Does the cost of all upgrades go up every time I get one? 300. I don't know if that's more or less than before. But yeah, and also if I didn't say hello and welcome at the start of the episode, I'm super sorry about that. That's I'm not usually bad about missing those. I just forget if I did. So now our snipers are doing stuff from way further back. The enemy's getting absolutely mobbed by air units. They have not made a successful transition by buying those Phoenix, those Phoeni, and my units have a ton extra HP. You know what? Did I ever... Ooh, wow. That almost killed him. I never even gave my mobile shield generator to anyone. Decrease the recruitment cost of non... Alright, no. Summons an overlord or heavy overlord. Let's go with the heavy overlord, okay? This increases HP by 75% on the overlord unit. And then we are going to purchase it. And what we can do with them is we can make them produce wasps over time, which is kind of incredible, just to be producing new units. That costs 300. I think what I'll do for the first round is just get the 2 overlords and then get the upgrades for the units that are ready to upgrade, specifically the ones that are ready to go. Again, we're not getting the upgrade for these Mustangs, but we just don't need it. Like, the enemy is now instantly spawning when they do place stuff, which is cool. Oh, he got elite recruitment, mass recruitment, and rapid deployment to try and save himself, because this is the last round for him. So he took out a loan, basically. This is a one-time click that you can do to get $200 now, but then you lose $300 in the next round. So he's using that to deploy a bunch of missiles. Now, what I don't like about his strategy is that, like, yeah, he cannot afford to lose or he dies. But, like, he's doing a lot of things that involve, like, something this turn. Like, what? Like, even if he wins this turn, he did a one-time battleship summon, he used his missile, and he summoned, like, 3 rockets. So, like, my dude, even if you win, what are you going to do next round? And quite frankly, you were just so screwed up in this corner that you should have taken your Phoenix. They're basically flying snipers, and put them at the back of his squad. But he might have enough to get through, but he might not, because I don't see any ground-to-air abilities that he has. All of his air attack was in this squad that he deployed behind me. Had he put it back here, it could have been grouped up with all this ground attack. And all this ground attack is wasted because I just don't have ground units. I just went all in on the air, man. So anyway, this is another in and out. How fast was this? 15-minute run. I hope you're enjoying the Mechabellum. 1-1, baby. Let's go up the ladder. Actually, one sec. When I hit return to lobby, we get our level ups. So I'm level 4. We've got combat power, which is like the rating system. Winning a game put us way up. And we get tech points, because what we can do in the future is, like, let's look at our wasp for a second. We can use tech points to change what abilities are available. So we could get armor piercing bullets, increase attack by 50%, whereas we have the ground specialization, which is 200%. right? So it just depends on what you care about the most. Man, I'm like encoding in a laggy or framey way. I don't know what's going on these days. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, so you can do a lot of like little things like this and change out which ones are here. And that's using those tech points. So right now we have 3 tech points. As we get more familiar with the game, we'll be more familiar with like the types of changes, like elite marksman or shooting squad. What? Oh yeah. At the beginning of combat, summon 5 fangs, which are like little dudes, the same level as the marksman to fight with you. So like for instance, if you were doing a build where you were doing a ton of fangs, which are like I said earlier, like the basic melee dude or guys, and I don't know, you gave them all portable shields so they would just stand in front of the enemy and tank shots while the sniper went pop, pop, pop. Like that's kind of an interesting build, isn't it? Steel balls do a bunch of stuff. You know, what else is in here? Double shot. I don't see myself using double shot. It's cool, but it's just making the unit better at what it's already doing. Like, why wouldn't I just do quick reload, in my opinion? Like, they basically do the same thing. Increase DPS output. Electromagnetic shot, like, turns off upgrades. Increases the unit level per level increase. So you could get 16 range if you're at level 3 and 60 damage. Well, that's not as much as 40. Let's turn on shooting squad. Let's turn on shooting squad. And now in the future I can try and do a fangs build or something. That seems interesting to me, because I've been doing a lot of marksmen. They seem really strong in the meta right now, I've been seeing, despite the fact that I don't have very many games. And I'll see you in the next one.